All right, welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified. So we are starting a new book. We are moving on from Brimstone to the Oro and Grimm book. So the Dueling Crowns. Again, a moment for the artwork.
It's so pretty.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's so cool. The sprayed edge, even the double, so it's a double point of view.
Yes, yep.
So don't listen to these episodes if you don't want spoilers on Lightlark, Nightbane, and Skyshade.
So any of the Lightlark series, because we're jumping ahead.
Yes. So this is technically book 4. It's a little extra. You don't have to read it, but it's the point of views from the it's a love triangle.
And so the first book, this is basically a point of view, at least. So we're going to go over the Oro portion this time. Just the first book. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be through all 3.
I also did. I was actually, I don't know if I was bummed or not. I was just fine.
I would agree with you. Just fine. I would have been really excited if it was all the way through, but it was still really fun to do just the first.
I don't know. I think that the reason being is because if I remember right, and it's been a while.
Yeah, we read Lightlark like in January.
Yeah. So not that long. But that is a long time when we've read a lot of other things in between.
It's almost a year.
And stuff. Yeah, a year. But anyways, I feel like in Nightbane and Skyshade, Oro wasn't really a big part of it. Like, Nightshade was really, like, I feel like a lot of Grimm's flashbacks and...
But she was with Oro.
Yeah,
in Nightshade.
But I feel like it was a lot of, like, where would the point of views come in, you know? Like...
Okay, so
I feel like some bigger moments, but the whole thing would have really
Do you think that Grimm is going to be all the way through then?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so either. But maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, all right, well...
So, okay. I have a couple other... Before we get into this, I have a couple other things.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I deviate?
Let's deviate.
Let's deviate.
I'm here for a good deviation.
So... We just finished Brimstone, whatever. Yeah. I did change a little bit of my thoughts on the rating. It went down a little bit for me. So I'm sitting at more of like a 3, 3.5, 4. I mean, like 3, 3.5 rather than 4. But anyways, what I forgot to discuss last time is there was grammatical errors in Brimstone.
Yeah.
Did you notice them?
I did, but I thought that I was reading them incorrectly. So now that you're pointing it out, I'm okay.
And they were in my notes, and I made a point, like, put the page number and anything, but then I never brought it up. But I was wondering, just in general, do grammatical errors bug you in books?
Yes, if it makes it hard to read.
Okay.
If it's, like, missing a comma or, like, something like that, probably wouldn't be able to catch it. But if it's like things are spelt incorrectly and I'm like rereading the sentence because it's not making sense, then it's gonna bug me.
Okay.
Does it bug you if like commas are missing?
I don't know. Like it kind of is like what I feel like in indie Kindle Unlimited books. There's a ton of grammatical errors.
So many.
That doesn't bug me ironically as much. It's kind of like I'm an English person, so I'm always like, okay, well, what are you doing? But on the flip side, it's like they don't have all these editors and things. I feel like with a big book like Brimstone...
It was crazy.
I mean, how many editors do they have on there? I feel like that should be...
Probably too many.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know how I feel. I just wanted to bring that up.
No, anyways. That's fair. I did notice them, but I also thought that my eyes were deceiving me.
One other thing. So I started listening to Blood of Hercules. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I think so. A little while back, we were trying to switch up our genres. We switched it up, and they were horrible. But we were looking into a lot of them.
Were we looking at that?
Yeah, we were looking at a lot of like the mythology ones, and I think I came across that one.
Okay, so I started listening to it because I was like frantically desperate for an audiobook after, on your way to work or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do too much research.
Yeah.
Big mistake. always Google or Goodreads stuff because
Was the book bad or was the reader bad or both?
I had seen a ton of stuff on TikTok about how good it was and all this fan art, and I'm like seeing all these hot guys, and I'm
You're
like,
seeing sexy Hercules.
I'm like, okay, it's Greek,
Yeah.
mythology stuff. I'm here for it. I started listening to it. I could not do it, Sam. It was so bad. It was so bad, and I found out that it was a why choose between 4 guys, which.
We literally talked about this the other day. She hates a why choose.
Okay, and you know what? Is I feel like I should love it, but it just, and I'm not, it's not even like the, oh, she's with other men. Like, I feel like it's totally fine to have multiple partners and things, but it just takes the fun out of it. It's like.
I was literally thinking about, literally our current read. If it ended up in a why choose scenario, I almost like,
I think about this too.
I am honestly deeply in love with both Oro and Grimm. And I'm thinking I'm going to be devastated no matter who she picks. But if it was a why choose situation, I'd be like, why'd I go through all this heartache?
Like, what is the, okay, like, then you're just like, okay, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, I don't know, it just is not fun for me. Anyways, so literally this was, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent about this because there was so many, I went on Goodreads and I felt very validated because it was like 1-star review, 1-star review, 1-star review. And it just made me laugh, but she kept saying things like this: pussy power, serving cunt, free the nipple and lips, vagina in like quotations, fuckity fuck fucker, fluck the flucking world, life's a biatch like this. Yes, I was just in my emo era. Like,
And this is
I hate this dialogue.
I don't mind some of those, but for a mythology book, it doesn't feel correct. Like Crescent City, it swears. There's drugs, there's liquor.
Yeah.
Like it would make sense for shit like that. Like if Bryce was like, yeah, girl, you're serving cunt, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. If I'm reading a mythology book, I'm thinking older. I'm thinking like Rome in its prime kind of thing.
Like,
I'm
it
not
was
thinking
like-
someone saying, yes, queen, get it.
It just sucked. It really took it out of it, and it reminded
Did
me
you
of.
finish it?
No, I literally couldn't even barely get through it.
Okay.
Like, so I guess I can't really judge. If I could try harder, I could get through it, but I just was like, oh, this is why choose? No. Between 4? No.
I think a why
it just
choose
wasn't
between
even fun.
2 could be fun. I have yet to read a why choose, but I also love a enemies to lovers, friends to lovers trope where there's a slow burn, and I feel like why choose doesn't usually have a slow burn.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It reminded me of Mate and Bride. Those are just not my jam. But they used some of that too, that dialogue, like douche canoe, and like, it wasn't exactly that lame. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I just immediately was turned off.
I feel like you and me very much like reading books that put us in different worlds where when they start using things like that you hear in your everyday life, it starts to place you back
seeing
here.
that in your everyday life.
Serving cunt?
Yeah.
All over TikTok.
Oh, okay. Okay, but I don't know. Some of the other ones, like, what are you doing? Anyways, so that was my tangent, and I was very interested to see what you thought if this like had turned into a why choose and stuff. So that was where I'm.
I think I would have gotten upset, honestly.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so I feel very validated right now. Anyways, tangent over.
Okay, moving back into the book.
Okay.
I have a comment before we jump in.
I also do.
I have been steadfast on being a Grimm girly.
I was gonna say we need to talk about. I wish that our last episode before we read, we would have asked which team we were on.
Before I started reading this, I was a Grimm girly. I'm not saying I have changed, but I also feel like my perspectives on books have changed a lot this year, on plots, on characters, and I feel like I'm progressing to be a lot more open to like love interests of MMCs. I'm not only looking for shadow daddies.
Yeah.
And obviously, okay, we're gonna ruin things in Lightlark, so if you haven't read Lightlark, this is your time to tune out.
Yeah, I think just scooch it on out either way. I'm too scared of spoiling it for people.
This whole time I was reading the Oro section, I just kept thinking about how and we'll talk about it obviously, he gave her so many times and options to choose things for herself, and Grimm took that away from her. And I just kept finding myself being like, you know, I wouldn't be that upset if she ended up with Oro. Sorry, Oro. We listened for the first time, so now some of our names got a little...
Yeah, and I've heard it like, people say it both ways. Both
Yeah.
Isla and Isla.
Yes.
And Oro and Aro, which they're very similar, so...
Oh, yeah.
At least we weren't, like...
We weren't super off like we usually are.
Okay, well, I'm very interested.
Yeah.
So, I feel like, honestly...
Yeah, where do you think you were?
Here's my take. Before I read this, I feel like I was Aro.
Okay.
I feel like I was always kind of for Aro, and I feel like you remember that.
I
was
do
always,
know.
Like, kind of like...
We just haven't talked about it in so long, so...
But here's my issue with when it got to Skyshade and the love triangle was still continuing. It seems obvious to me in this book that Grimm is endgame.
I agree. I do think that Grimm is endgame, which after reading this, honestly, from his point of view, after reading this, a little heartbroken. Like, I'm feeling real down bad for Aro.
Same. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I love Grimm though too. I think that their love story is
Yes.
like it's
so good.
So yeah, so I love this book.
Yeah.
Especially Lightlark. I just had issues with the series as a whole. The love triangle got a little old for me. I'm excited to get that wrapped up in this next book.
I agree.
But yeah, this point of view book was really cool. And so we were both talking about it. We were listening to Lightlark.
Yeah, at the same time while we were reading this.
It's just like a recap.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden,
again,
people
it's
kept
been a
getting
year.
Introduced, and we're like, do you know who the F that is? Because I forgot.
I
like
definitely
Calder
thought
and Zed and Enya, like Oro's team
I
of
100% when I started reading this, I'm like, oh yeah, Zed's the ruler of Skylings. 100%. Yep. And then I started listening to Lightlark and I go, oh no, it's the Zool.
So that was nice. And we were both talking too.
Yeah.
Love the way she narrates. The men's voices are
not great.
But like an old smoker lady trying to be a man. That's how I
100% agree. I have heard worse when it comes to audiobooks.
You've heard worse than that?
Yes.
Don't worry.
I am calling out the lady who does the, I want to say, third or fourth act. No. Silver Flames. Horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
Okay. And you know what? This is not me attacking the voice narrator.
No.
Because I would be this is all my voice. Nobody wants to listen to that. I'm not saying I can do any better. I'm just saying I wish they would have just been able to hire a male.
And that's always better when there's two narrators and one is male and one is female. Yeah.
But anyways, so it was really good.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, simultaneously listening was really fun.
It was. Okay, are we ready to?
Yeah, jump in.
Okay, so first chapter is called Truth. So I just like jumping in. For someone who finds summer in the dead of winter was the dedication, and I just really liked that starting off.
Oh my God, I missed that.
Yeah, it's right there in the start.
Also, show them the front of your book. Is that not like the prettiest thing you've ever seen?
When me and Liv got these books, we literally sat and stared at them and giggled with each other, like kicking our little feet.
Yeah, like literal 12-year-old.
Yes.
But it is so, it's so cool.
So that was just the dedication of the book on the Oro side, and I really, really liked that. Thought it was very sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so are we just gonna go by like true, like the...
Yeah,
so the chapters aren't labeled, they're just...
They're titled, but they're not numbered, which makes it kind of hard. So we'll probably just go by the titles is what I was thinking. I wrote the titles down. Did you? Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect.
So let's start with Truth.
Yeah.
You go.
So I just put that, obviously, I loved the dedication. And then that's kind of all I had for that one.
Okay, so we got kind of sad little Oro.
Yeah, sad little baby Oro.
We start, like, when they're kids.
Yes, and I loved that we went, like,
way back. Because then we get an understanding of how they met, all that stuff. So father is just a prick.
Yep, which I think we didn't get a ton of that in actual Lightlark, I don't think. But seeing it firsthand, garbage.
Mm-hmm. His brother Egan means so much to him when he's helping him fight.
I know.
And he like makes sure to come to his room and make him
Yes.
feel seen and stuff because
So
he's the second
sweet.
child, so he's always
Yes.
been treated differently because he's not
He's not as
planned to
important.
Yeah, he's not planned to be king. So then we go to Gilded.
1 second. So in truth, I did have a note.
Oh, okay.
So when Aegon was talking about, well, if you become king, you could do this, and then Oro goes, well, I would never want to be king because that means you're gone.
I know.
And it's just like, and we already know that Aegon dies. So it was just like the first chapter, I'm already like taking a knife to the heart.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but yes, now we're moving on to Gilded.
So he accidentally gilded and killed his guard or guardian or whatever, Albert.
Yes.
And he's like feeling so bad because he's just a kid. It was an accident. And he's going, he's a family and all this stuff.
When he was talking about that, like having a daughter that was the same age. And
so then we get a lot of we get his mom and his relationship. We get Enya and his friendship.
Yes.
And we find out, because I think I remember the first time reading Lightlark, I was thinking, wow, Enya's kind of needs to back off.
Yeah, I
and
was
now we
thinking
find out
that.
Why she's a little more protective.
Yeah, because they're basically siblings.
Yes.
Well, and their moms are basically sisters.
Yeah.
But like the first note that I have in this one is so they go through this whole thing, and he was told to hide the fact that he can gild because his dad uses everything essentially against him or for him.
Yeah.
And once King finds out that he can gild, he wants him to gild a prisoner in front of a bunch of nobles, and he won't do it. And then obviously King's pissed, and I literally put, Baby Oro said, I have gone from being a wonder to an embarrassment.
I have fair warning, I have so many quotes from this book. I have never quoted so many things out of a book.
It's insane, and this book felt really like heartbreaking to me. We're picking sad books these days.
I know. It's good
There's
though.
just so much sorrow.
In this book, in this chapter too, this is where we get like the big theme of this book is his side is the find your fire from his mom.
Yes.
So his mom sends him away and gives him find your fire. You basically, I believe in you and you can do it. His power is fire and whatever, but it has a deeper meaning.
100%.
And his mom is so amazing.
I know.
And Enya and him are so amazing. And I loved, in his point of view, the description of the sweet and bitterness of the lies.
I know. It was so good.
So cool. We're reading the first book, and I always thought they would just pop up in his head.
It was like a banner,
exactly,
running across, going truth.
Yes. But knowing that he can taste it, and then when he lies,
he can still taste it too, which is, it's crazy to me that he still has the taste thing for himself, because obviously he knows when he's lying and he knows when he's telling the truth. So it's just so interesting. I don't have anything else for Gilded, do you?
Nope.
Okay, so the next one is Prophecy. So Enya plotting, putting the boys in their place.
Yeah,
just continuously. She's basically the mother hen of this group, because these boys are all running rampant, doing whatever they want.
Yeah, so they're kind of getting Aro's bullied basically his whole
childhood.
And we get that scene where he's underground and he just doesn't care about his life.
I know, it's really upsetting.
He's just, I'll stay down here because he can't. Oops, sorry, that's just through my head.
Watch out.
I'm very upset. Because he can't
get over
his
it.
Power.
Yes.
And he just
because he basically suppressed it after he killed that guy, which makes sense to me. I can understand how that's obviously super traumatizing. Yeah, and just hiding in that hole and being like, you know what? Everybody else thinks I'm worthless, so might as well just.
So sad.
I was horrible.
And then he finds out that Enya knows when she'll die, and we get more backstory on that.
Yes, yep, because this was a prevalent thing in the Lightlark books.
Yeah, that, it's always, I do not die today.
Yes, when she's running out into battle. So I feel like that's really crazy too, and obviously she's going to die before the book series is over.
Yes, and we sent each other the Alex Astor posted, like she was crying and she posted when I'm writing the death I've been planning from book 1.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh gosh, it's one of the main characters, and then I started reading this and we both thought,
Well,
okay, well it's Enya.
The prophecy for Isla is that she is going to kill either Oro or Grimm. Whoever she doesn't pick is going to die.
I know, but I just feel like this is then like a for sure plan.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Anyways, so it's interesting to me that her mom gave her the choice.
Yeah, but
What'd
it
you
sounds
think
like
of that?
it sounds like both of their moms were really good, and obviously they're really close. And I think it was just kind of the thought process of, I'm not going to keep you from this because I don't want you to ever regret not doing it. But if you do want to do it, obviously it's going to affect the whole trajectory of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So choose wisely.
Mm-hmm. What would you do? Would you want to know?
No, I don't think so. Would you?
I don't know. I'd be like, if it's soon, I want to know. But like, if it's a ways out, no.
I don't think I'd want to know because I think it would make me feel nervous for other things still. And I mean, I'm going to die no matter what. I'm not going to be living till I'm 550 anyways.
And it
so
keeps coming up and up and up and up.
It came up within this book so much.
And I'm wondering now, I don't know. Do you think she knows more? Like now we ended on Skyshade.
Mm-hmm.
She basically jumped into another world or whatever
to chase
So I'm like, did Enya know all this was gonna happen? Like I feel like she's gonna sacrifice herself for somebody.
I feel like that wouldn't surprise me if she sacrificed herself, but I don't think that she necessarily knows more, if that makes sense. They kind of talk about it at the end of the Oro book when they're having a hard time right before the island is starting to crumble, and they asked her if like this is how she dies, and she goes no, and Zed and Oro are like, couldn't have told us that, so like we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
And her kind of just saying like, I didn't understand a lot of it before, but now I do.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. I feel like she almost like knows more
than she's leading on.
Yeah. Anyway,
which wouldn't be surprising.
Favorite place.
Yeah. Oh, I still have a couple more things on this one.
Oh, okay, go for it.
So obviously the king leaves with Aegon to go hunting.
It's Egan, by the way.
Is it Egan? Mm-hmm. I don't remember. I wasn't listening.
Because I was pronouncing it like that too, and then in the audiobook he says Egan.
Okay, perfect. Egan, we're correcting that. Asterisk on the first half of this episode. When he took him hunting, and Oro was pissed because like his dad didn't even spare him a second glance, and then this is when he's beating the armor, and Enya finds him down there, and his armor is like famed because it's never been touched.
Yeah.
So then he fixes it, and then this is where he kills the.
I
don't want to say servant because that's not what it is. Attendant is what it was called.
Okay.
His attendant.
Yeah.
And then when Enya says fix it, that just felt like very.
Yeah. Fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible.
All right, now we can move on to favorite place.
Yeah, this is kind of. It's gonna be one of those episodes.
It's gonna be dark.
What was this? So more on Enya.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes her to his favorite place
Yep.
or whatever, and he said she has no interest in me. Truth.
Yeah.
So like, there's never been this extra thing between.
Well, she's
them.
gay.
Yeah, but I just mean like as kid, like they never once had like a little
anything for each other, just pure friendship.
And I just really love their relationship and like how they talk to each other and how they're so honest with each other.
Yes, I know.
And then he gets sent to Moon Isle.
Yes, and then I put, like, this is a quote where he said, the truth is often not kind at all. Because she knows about his flair. She was, like, the only person to know about his flair for a very long time. And I just felt like that just rang so true. And it was just, again, everything in this book was very upsetting. Like, yes, there's happy moments and there's light moments, but Oro is just filled with like so much despair and horrible things that have happened to him, and on top of it he has to have this flair that nobody knows about, so anytime anyone lies to him he has to like keep it to himself. Ick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Frost is the next chapter, and he gets sent to Moon Isle.
Yeah, so when he said, oh, Instructor Cleo, I'm like,
yes, I know.
wasn't she one of the people? And that's when I think I was like, I need to start listening to this book because...
Yes.
So she's been just around for quite some freaking time.
I literally said Cleo is old.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that she was that old too. I thought that they were all kind of like the same age, like Cleo and Azul and Oro.
Yeah. She sent his ass out into the cold.
Yeah, she
no
said,
shame.
fuck you guys.
Yeah, because he tried to light a little fire.
She basically put him in a dusty ice prison and then sent them out into the wilderness to basically freeze to death.
Yeah, she's kind of always been a bee, though.
Oh, yeah, she sucked.
She's the frozen queen.
So real.
Oh, and then they're roomies, partners with Calder for the what do you say, Vinterland.
I don't know. That's a mumbler for me.
Vinterland.
It sounds like it should be a really good time, like Winterland, and it is not.
That's what I'm thinking. Picture like lollipops stuck in the snow.
Candy canes, penguins with Santa hats on.
Exactly. It's like you read my mind. And then we get to the Calder chapter, right?
Yes.
So he's all sus of Calder. So am I, because I forgot that Calder was one of his friends.
I literally said the same thing. I said, why is Calder helping him?
I know. I mean, you're like...
I think it was literally...
listen to the book.
It was literally after this chapter I go, maybe I don't remember as much as I thought.
Work to do. Okay, but Calder is amazing.
He's so good.
He saved them from the storm. He gathered food. He makes shelter.
Yeah.
Oro can't start a fire.
Yeah.
Calder's just side-eyeing him for it, but not whatever. And they should...
They should hate each other.
They should hate each other. Well, kind. I mean, Aro doesn't have a reason to.
No, but Calder should hate
because his dad was killed by Aro's dad.
Yes.
So that's why Aro's all sus and whatever.
Mm-hmm, not sleeping at night.
And Calder just drops some good things here.
That continuously rings throughout the rest of the book. Like, this gets brought back multiple times.
Yeah, so he says, we are not defined by our lineage, and cycles can always break.
Yes.
And those were kind of two different paraphrases, but he's just the best. He's like kind of the quiet, calm friend, and...
He's like the rock in a storm, I feel like, for that friend group.
I love him. I put, dude, I do not remember these characters.
We were fighting for our lives in the first couple chapters of this book. We thought that we'd be able to put 2 and 2 together so fast. No.
I thought for sure. I was really, really confident. No. But anyways, he's good, and he's like, we are not our fathers. Like, we're not our fathers. Whatever. We can break these cycles. And it just was so cool. Because they're still pretty young here.
They're super young here. What? 13?
I don't know. I was trying to do the math because I think at the end of... Once we get to one of the chapters, I wrote it down that they were like 20, I think. Okay. And then it said 500 years later. So then it's like they're 520 when they meet Isla.
I think that they're somewhere probably in the 13 to 16 range.
Yes.
Here. So again, they're young enough where they should be having petty grievances.
Do you have anything more on Calder?
No, I do not.
So Zed. We meet Zed then. We're meeting his group here.
Yeah, so Oro disobeys his father for the first time, and I kind of put he's becoming his own person.
It's a really good note.
Yeah.
He totally was like...
He's figuring out what he's okay with and what he's not okay with, and he doesn't have to let his father run his life because he's not next in line to be king. And his father doesn't like him anyway, so what's the difference?
And he stood his ground, and he was not afraid of the consequences.
Yep, because he wanted him to gild another prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets thrown in the dungeons, essentially, right? The jail.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he is starving himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like he's just so strong in, like, his morals. And I feel like that's a big theme throughout this whole thing is Aro is just... he is just a very good person to his core.
I agree.
Like, he's like a good man.
he's always a good man too. Like, it's not like he needed somebody to push him to be a good man.
No, he just has those
Yeah.
morals. He's always trying to be honest. Like, and
Yes.
he knows he makes mistakes, but he's always trying to be the best person he can possibly be.
I agree.
So I love that. Yeah, and then we meet Zed because he breaks him out, gives him food.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Oro's staring up at this little hole and an eye pops up. I would have freaked. I would have freaked.
He was too starved to freak. He's just like...
He was too skin and bone to care.
Yeah, so he's the thief. He's the orphan. So we meet him.
I did think that this was the soon-to-be Skyling King, so rip.
It's fine. Hollow.
It's not.
This is the next chapter. Did you have anything on Zed? More?
I just had letting gratitude guide him is what Oro kind of decided, and I just thought that that was, again, it's just showing he's figuring out who he wants to be. He's choosing the right morals, essentially, for him to be this stand-up person. And also, he's just, like, getting all these cool-ass friends along the way that are all, like, very different. It's very interesting that he has someone from almost...
family.
Yes, we've talked about this before. Found family is so fun.
Yeah, and it is interesting that it's like someone from every realm.
Well, no Starling
Almost.
and no Wildling, but
Yeah.
obviously Wildling does join in, and Starling can go suck a big fat fucking dick, so...
Freaking Aurora. So Hollow. So Mom and Dad died by the Nightshade ruler, so Grimm's dad.
I know. I loved the first part, though, where Oro's mom treated Zed like her own.
They're at the funeral.
Yeah.
Horrible. Everyone's crying. Everyone's sad. And I literally put
Yes.
I said, I love his little found family just being like
Yes.
his support system.
And the way that Egan stopped Oro's trembling by, like, putting his hand on his shoulder. It's just, like, such a big brother thing to do, and having to know that he's, like, stepping up to this plate.
And we didn't really get a lot of information on the first books about his brother and his relationship, so I kind of thought that Egan was an ass or something at some point.
I don't know what
we find out more.
Yes. I don't think that I had any thoughts on it. I assumed that they weren't close.
Yeah, like, I just thought,
Yeah.
why would they? And so I really liked that insight.
I do too.
On their relationship.
I know. And then Enya's mom dying as well. I don't know if they mentioned that. I don't remember that being brought up in the other books.
I don't either. But I'm fuzzy, so.
But that really upset me. Like, because it doesn't talk about Enya having a dad. So she also lost her parents that day. And also talking about how the ruler, in this chapter, it got brought up why rulers don't love. And Aro talking about how he thought his dad loved his mom. That was weird to me. Because he was such a dick.
Yeah, like, maybe, I took that as, like, maybe once upon a time before.
Okay, before, like, he turned wholly
like,
evil.
king and had duties. So, but yeah, I remember that part too. Then Grimm moves into the castle. It's a condition of the end of the war thing, right?
Yeah.
So then he's talking to Grimm in the cell, and, like, all the truth-telling thing comes out. And that's a very interesting we find out how they met. Long, long, long ago.
And literally, I don't know about you. Again, I said I'm a Grimm girly. Anytime Grimm gets brought into the book, I'm like,
oh, yeah. Even re-listening to Lightlark.
yes, it's so good because you know that they're married.
I remember,
I
remember eating up when I first read it, though, because there's something about Grimm that's just, he's just, he's the bad boy. He's the best.
So good, even though he stabbed us in the back.
But while we're on the topic, now that we know that Celeste, Aurora, her scenes were insane, how manipulative they were. I'm like, how did I miss that? Me and you were just, like, reading for the vibes, having a good time. And then she just gets betrayed by
everybody.
Never trust a book character.
Never. It's created this series actually created a lot of book trauma for me.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't trust any character.
Poor Elroy from Brimstone. I'm like, he's after us. He's after us. That sweet old man. Don't trust anyone.
Oh.
Anyway.
So, still in Hollow, when Grimm talks about how it's best to try and live in peace, so he's fine just essentially rotting away.
Mm-hmm.
And him also saying that's the thing about war, there are no survivors.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I just love
Again.
this so much. I really, truly love both characters so much.
I know. They're both so, and I think it's because they are the same person, and the only reason Oro's, I feel like, such a strong, good man from the beginning is because he had a mom.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And they talk about it. We're obviously going to get to the chapter. They talk about it, I think, in the prisoner episode.
In the next episode.
In the next chapter, they talk about it, I believe. So.
All right, prisoner. Let's move it. How old are they here, I said?
I don't know.
Well, you seem to know the ages. You said 13 to 16 in the Calder chapters, so you think they're like 20 here? Or what?
Maybe.
I feel like
No,
that's too much almost.
Because Grimm lives there for 2 decades before the curses are cast. So you were way off when about being 20.
Alright, see, this is why I'm asking you. I'm so bad. So they gotta be like 15 here.
In the prisoner?
Yeah!
Hell no.
So how old do you think they are?
I would say that they're in their 20s here.
Okay, so they're
15?
Well, I don't know. They can't. I guess I don't know how they age. Do they not age? Do they not get old? I guess I'm trying to. If like when Isla meets them, I really don't want them to be looking like a 40-year-old in my head. Is my thought process.
I don't think that's how it works.
Does that make sense?
I think it's like Faye, how they like.
They're already 500 and some years
Yeah.
old, so like
It doesn't matter. They're
know.
fine. They're still hot.
I guess I'm just like I don't know what I'm thinking. Don't listen. Okay. Anyway, Grimm apologizing to Oro and like actually meaning it.
Yes.
And Oro is so angry. Like he's angry at Grimm.
Yeah.
Because of what his dad did, what his realm does, what he stands for.
Yeah.
Gets a little irrational.
A little?
Gets a lot of irrational, but he's also still like so young.
I did put that Oro is very self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is a running thing throughout this, and it progressively gets better. I just kept feeling like I got a lot of underlined of self-consciousness, but also when your father treats you like shit, I feel like it's very easy to be like that.
Yeah.
But, and I also, so when he's all pissed at Grimm because Grimm's this murderous whatever, and then when Grimm starts like naming off these people that Oro himself killed, and Oro like being shocked by that, I literally wrote, does Oro not think real people live in Nightshade?
I think that he was shocked. I thought that he was shocked by Grimm actually caring enough. I don't think it was the fact that there's real people living there. I think he's very aware of that. I think it was, holy crap, Grimm actually cares. He has this, the whole time I've known him, he's got this don't give a F attitude.
Yeah.
And he actually knows his soldiers' names and families and their skills.
Okay. See, I took that a completely different way. I took it as they live in Nightshade. They're all pieces of trash. It doesn't matter. They're all
I took it
running around in the gutters.
Prior to that, he was just kept saying, like, everything he stands for, he's always been an ad. Like, we're having these conversations, and he's just, why are you here? I don't like you. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, he gives this off, this careless thing, which we know is a front.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I'm curious to read his point of view.
But so curious.
On this whole prisoner scene.
Yeah, so I put that.
That's how I took that.
When Grimm starts talking about how his dad rules by fear, that he would kill them if they didn't come to war.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like his people.
And this is where I really started loving the truth. Truth. Lie. Or whatever.
Yes.
Because he knows that everything Grimm is saying, not everything, but most of the things he's saying is true. So.
And this comes back again. Oro, it runs through his mind. We are not our fathers.
And their fathers hate them both. Grimm says he will never love.
Which, liar!
And I put this. So Grimm says he will never love. Like, I feel like it's that lack of love that's made him miserable. And I feel like Oro has loved.
Yeah.
And that's also made him miserable in different ways.
I know what you mean. Exactly what you mean.
He
Yes.
loved his mom and his brother and, like, all these people, and they all died.
Yes.
And so he's miserable because of that. So I thought that was very interesting that they are the same, but not.
But Oro did a lot of fighting in the sense of I'm doing this for the people I love, where Grimm doesn't have anybody to be like, why am I doing this kind of thing?
Exactly.
And then, so Oro is leaving, and when he tastes the bitterness, when he says, we're nothing alike, can you imagine not being able to lie to yourself?
Oh, yeah. I just loved that part of this POV.
Yes!
I thought it was so cool. This is a question specifically for you.
Oh, no.
What?
I'm scared.
You should be. No. So, would you rather have the truth flare or the emotions flare? You know how, like, Grimm can sense the emotions, whatever? I feel like that's equal flare to his
I agree.
truth one.
I think I'd rather have the emotions.
Okay. Why?
Because I just feel like when you're having a conversation with someone and they're telling you the truth or lies, it's very straightforward and you don't understand their emotions behind it.
Okay.
Where when you can tell someone's lying to you about something and you already can tell that, maybe you can feel behind it why they're lying. They're scared. They're mad at you.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you could almost kind of figure out both.
Like if, like, let's say your kid knocks over a glass of water and doesn't want to tell you about it because they're scared you're going to be mad or they're embarrassed, or like being able to see what the thought process is behind what they're saying.
Okay.
And I feel like you can almost tell, it's a lot of times when people lie, they're anxious about it.
Yeah, I was going to say they're nervous.
Yeah, and I feel like you can almost get a sense of lying, maybe just not so straightforward. What would you prefer?
I was going to say the truth.
Okay.
I think that would just be really interesting. And I feel like it would keep you in check. Not that I'm, like, going around lying to people all the time, but I just feel like, you know how, like, all the time he just says stuff, like, even just, this is a perfect example where he's like, we're nothing alike, and you really truly think that, but then it's just not the truth.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I just thought that was more interesting. I don't know.
I think that they're both good.
I think that they are both good. I think that the emotions really, like, when they're going through all these trials and stuff, and Grimm can sense everyone else's emotions.
Yes.
I think that is very helpful, too.
It's so good.
They're both very telling.
It's so good. Ugh.
Anyways, I was just curious. So we move on to enemies.
Yeah, my first thing is Zed roasting Oro's dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I put love his friends calling him out on his miserableness.
Yes. And
like,
that's a theme throughout the entire book.
He's so grumpy, like, come on, let's just have fun.
Okay, we've talked about this before. Both Oro and Grimm are like the grumpy where Isla is the sunshine. So it's really surprising to me that the two main, like, love interests that she gets to pick from didn't have different personalities, or maybe that's why she fell in love with both of them, because they're so similar.
Maybe?
I don't know. It's so curious. I cannot wait to find out who she picks.
I can't either, and I'm really excited to read Grimm's after this, too.
Yes, okay.
Whatever. Anyways, I will not feel empathy for my enemy, so he's, like,
I wrote
stuck
that
on
down
this.
too.
He's stuck on this.
Which feels crazy to me, that he's not willing to, like, bridge this gap.
But I think, like I said, I think he's young. I think that he, like, Grimm stands for everything that he's, like, taken from him.
Yeah.
And it's, like, hard for him to get past that.
Yeah.
And then this is the part where Grimm names off the soldiers and families.
Oh, okay, so I jumped ahead. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, she should just apologize.
I am.
No, this one's kind of hard because it's not like spoiling anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So if we jump around, it's fine.
yeah. I love that his truths are actually like being annoyed or whatever
Yeah.
by Oro. So I just kind of laughed
I know,
at
that actually is funny when he's like, oh, great. And the fact that he continuously calls him the second son,
Yeah.
such a good burn without even trying.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so funny. Yeah. Like when he's like, "Oh, I'm doing good down here in the prison except when you're around," and it's like true.
Yeah.
So good.
Sweet taste.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Rip.
that sucks.
All right. Do you have anything on that chapter left?
No, what's the...
Okay, so villains.
Oh man, this one was a favorite chapter of mine.
Yes. Okay.
With Zed drinking and they're having a good
Yes.
time. Oh man, this cracked me up.
And Calder is so matter of fact.
He is.
Like, he just does not care.
No.
He is telling you how it is, and he is not bullshitting around.
This chapter was so fun because it was like I just love this group dynamic.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And then Enya, when she says, "When are you gonna get a new get us as a girl a new best friend who doesn't eat the table drink because
he
the
breaks
table
it off.
spilled, the drink spilled. Calder froze it.
Yeah.
He ate the ice cube.
Yeah, it's
so good.
It is so good.
So it's just really funny. And yeah.
There was a lot of and there continuously is, for both Oro and Graham, just in this perspective of the sense of both of them, Oro stating he doesn't get love, like he doesn't understand it. I'm giggling the whole time because, like, both of you are idiots.
And you know what I really appreciated in Aro at the end of this chapter? Aro, he's, you know how you have the girl's girl?
Yes.
Like, he's like a friend's guy.
I got you,
When he says, like, he's just so loyal to his core when he's referring to not hitting on the woman that's clearly has the hots for him.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I would never ditch my friends.
Yeah.
I'm just like, he's a girl's girl, but a guy. What is that, a guy's guy? But that's not really that because he's got girlfriend. You know what I mean?
And I feel like a guy's guy is like the big macho man.
So what's the term for like a girl's girl but guy form?
You know, I don't know.
I feel.
Why don't we he's a girl's girl.
I just feel like he's just a loyal friend.
He is.
He's just
he
a
really
loyal
is.
friend. And so I really appreciated that. And he finds out through Grimm that Aurora's engaged to Egan.
Yes.
Which was
Aurora.
interesting. I think, yeah, she finds out that.
Yeah.
That's what I put down.
All right, I don't have anything else for that one.
Shattering.
All right.
I have to go literally chapter for chapter.
I
like
know.
a noob here.
I was like so blown aback about Egan being so blunt about not loving Aurora.
Really?
I knew that there was obviously some stuff there, but it's just so crazy to me, him being like, nope, we're just like doing this. And the fact that Aro was like taken aback. It's like, she's in love with you. Like, she views this differently.
What are you doing?
Yeah, and like trying to put him straight. Again, a tract for Aro, but it was just, I don't know, it felt really sad.
I really appreciated Aro in this sense, like having the talk with him and just about it all being a political marriage and stuff. And he just, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so that part was interesting.
And again, like, they talk about how rulers marry all the time and there's no love there. And the fact that Aro's willing to, like, almost put his neck on the line and be like, I don't think you should do this if you don't actually love her.
Which, should have listened.
Yep, he should not.
So then we jump to, oh, okay. The other thing I said, I love how Aro still cares, like, he's pissed at his brother, but he still cares so much that he tries to lessen the brunt of his brother's burdens. Like, he's seeing that he's not sleeping.
He's not eating.
And he's thinking, okay, I can do this. I can do the Grimm thing and, like, take something off your plate.
Yes.
He's just always thinking of others. It's just a very,
He's a very, like, righteous person, and I feel like his sense of duty is very heavy.
Anyways, so then Grimm and Oro save Ava, the
Yes.
little girl.
Yeah, so, and like, this whole chapter is just like a blur of Aro like not understanding why Grimm is doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps asking him these questions to get a better understanding. And Grimm being like, you think that I wouldn't just help a child?
Mm-hmm.
And I just, I don't know. I just felt like this chapter was really powerful in the sense of Aro's conflicting feelings and us learning more about. We already knew that Grimm is a softie because
Mm-hmm.
we've read the other books,
Mm-hmm.
but this is Aro's first time. I feel like getting a better understanding of why Grimm is willing to do these kind of things and help.
Well, yeah, and I see where Aro's coming from because previous to this, they both led armies.
Yeah,
That just
against each
cut
other.
people
Yeah,
down. So he's like, wait, why would you though?
yeah, I
So
agree.
I love that we get that different point of view there.
Yeah,
I was just cracking up on page 82 when he was saying about I'm just trying to save a child, though now I'm hoping the Midnight Woods will kill you so I can be rid of your infernal presence. Truth, both statements. Bastard. So good.
I know.
I love that. I love the truth.
I
there.
know.
It's so funny.
This one, I'm gonna take it down a notch.
Okay.
Grimm saying, I have never been free in my life.
Yes. And he releases him.
Yeah.
Aro releases him from the prison after that.
Yeah, after he saves her. And also, like, in this scene, Grimm uses a shitload of magic.
Yeah.
And I think that was also a turning point for Aro, because he's like, I've never seen you do that on the battlefield.
For sure, yeah. And it does change after
Yeah.
this. I mean, the next chapter is friends, but I have a couple more
Yeah.
things to say. The Midnight Woods are freaking scary.
Yeah, no thank
the
you.
scene where they're describing, like, the skeletal hands coming up from the water
I
and
know.
trying to grab them, that's my worst nightmare.
You haven't watched this, but it was very, like, Game of Thrones-esque.
Oh, God, sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was, that scene was
Scary.
and her levitating in the air and things starting to like crawl on her. Ick.
Yeah. And then the Find Your Fire comes up again. And
Yes.
I just love how his mom is with him all the time.
Yes.
And I'm loving how that phrase is evolving as he's growing up. You know, first it was just sort of like survival, and now he said, quotes, it means finding the light in the darkness and the calm in the chaos.
Yes.
So I'm loving that.
It's like growing with him.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's so good. I did write down Aro realizing Grimm held back in war. And I just think Aro, again, he's very good at being like, you know what, maybe I was wrong about this.
Yeah.
And is very appreciative of that in his character.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Grimm says, I do not revel in death.
Yeah.
Even though I'm very skilled at it, I don't.
Yeah, it's not something I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both so good.
So hard.
So like you said, the next chapter is friends. So my first note is they're in the bar.
Grimm's sleeping around.
But only sleeping with each woman one time.
Oops. And this is years later.
Years later, yes, yeah.
So now they're 75 or whatever.
Yeah. They were 13 when they first met, though, guys.
Were they?
No!
Oh! I'm dying for information. You can't dangle false hope.
So bad.
I know. Okay. So, anyway.
They're sparring regularly together.
Yeah, they're joking around.
Yeah.
They got inside jokes.
Yes, and the whole time Arl's like, we're not friends, we're not friends, we're not friends. But
they're pals, kind of.
obviously are.
Unspoken pals.
Yes. And then this is where Grimm spills the beans and talks about how Egan is cheating on Aro with the wildling, which is Aurora's best friend.
I know. Okay. Did she tell us that when she was spilling her guts at the end of the Lightlark?
Yeah.
She did?
She talked
that they were best friends?
Yes.
Okay, I forgot that, but I was like, ooh.
It's definitely brought up because I remember them being best friends, but I don't think it went into obviously any of this detail.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so that's Violet. And then Egan promises not to see Violet. After Oro kind of confronts him.
Yeah, and then at the end of the chapter, I go, they're such liars. They're friends. Yeah, Oro, we're not friends. And I said, you dirty.
You guys are pals.
How does that not taste bitter on his tongue?
Yeah. We need more answers here. Then he's like, promising, never gonna see her.
Yeah,
and then it flips to 10 years later.
Yes.
And he catches them amidst
doing the dirty in the sheets. Well, I'm saying they were doing the dirty in the sheets.
He didn't have a shirt on, and they looked messy.
They had mussed hair.
From what we gathered. And reminder, this is a YA, so
yeah. So there's not a ton of sexy talk, but she does okay. She does YA very well.
I think I have a note on this later, but I freaking love YA for this reason. The yearning and...
I hate that word.
You hate yearning?
Yearning. I don't like it.
Well, you're going to get a lot of freaking yearning later. This whole thing is yearning.
Oh.
I'm going to exposure therapy.
Okay, I'm ready. But anyways.
Yearning. Anyways, yes.
Yeah, I just...
What are we on? Oh, yeah.
I thought that it was really interesting. So he catches
and this is weeks before the wedding, like a couple weeks.
And yeah, so because 10 years later, so can you imagine being engaged for 10 years and you actually love this man?
Oh my god, I didn't even put that together. I swear. See, remember when I said I was an English person earlier?
English person?
Can't do it enough. I'm neither. I'm just dumb. Anyways, what I was gonna say is my brain, I need a timeline.
I can tell.
Okay, you don't know the timeline either. Tell me how old they are right now.
No, because I'm not focused on it. It's fine. They're old enough.
Okay, fine. I just want to know if, like, just go.
I thought that it was really interesting that the wildlings on the island accepted Grimm the fastest. They were talking about how they were sparring, and I picked up on that
I didn't pick up
on Oro
that.
talked about like the wildlings were always really suspicious of him, and it took a really long time to like actually get into the folds to duel with them, and Grimm was like buddy with them immediately. And I just thought that was interesting.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting. Egan wants to forfeit his position as king to Oro. And Oro is like, I've never wanted this. No. I don't want this. I will never understand. He doesn't get how this woman could get in between his duty and his people, and now you're putting this on me, like...
And in all fairness, Egan has been so steadfast in being a king and all of this stuff. I could understand why it feels so, like... blown back.
Yes.
Also, crazy to have an affair like this for 10 years, and this is the first time you're getting caught. It's 3 weeks before your wedding.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
it's like when people have a second family, and you're like, who has the time?
I know, it's nuts. And I really love this insight into why he was so mad at Isla in the beginning. Why Oro was so mad at, like, just so against her.
Because Violet was a wildling. It's almost like he had a predisposition.
Well, and just like, I will never let a woman. He says, I will never let a woman. I will never understand. I'm just not gonna do it. And he's like tried really hard to like stick to his word. So I feel like that gave a lot of insight there.
I agree.
I loved Grimm and Oro's conversation on the cliff.
I know.
They kind of shared an understanding about ruling, and he even said, I can't talk to my friends about this, they don't get it. Like, you are a ruler, you understand. And they talk about, he's like, he's feeling hopeful.
Yeah.
And Grimm can sense that emotion, and he goes, hope from you, Oro.
Yeah.
And then he's like, why, like, we could do this, we can make we could have peace finally. I just loved that.
I literally wrote down Oro having hope for the first time in many years. Like, it's so heartbreaking And obviously we get to this point too, but like, and you know this from the first Lightlarks, the curses weren't Grimm's fault. And I feel like Grimm was like so happy to finally, like this is the first time I feel like he's experiencing some type of love. It's platonic, obviously, but like he's actually getting to form relationships that are worthwhile here. And the next chapter basically just being tossed aside like trash. It's really upsetting.
It's very upsetting. And before we move on to the next chapter, but I put a thrown or a cell, they're not so different.
Yeah.
When they're talking, they just have this understanding.
Yeah.
And we're finally round this corner, they're pals, and then...
I also wrote the green of his favorite place. And like they talk about how it's Aisla's eyes, and like he's not even realizing it, and he's been sitting at this place since he was, I do think he was around the age of 12 or 13 when he went to Sun Isle. But don't quote me on it because I know you're very concerned.
I'm calling Alex Astor tomorrow. Ma'am, I need a timeline. Stat. So Friends. Do you have anything more before we move on to that one?
No.
Oh gosh, where am I? Okay, so the next morning everyone's dead.
Yeah.
And I can honestly kind of see where the Grimm hate comes from after he lied a little bit about it being his fault.
Yeah, and I think when Grimm said it wasn't my fault, the way he was saying it felt truthful to him, but Oro is black and white, where Grimm was like, it wasn't my fault, like, I didn't spin the curses, but when he said I had nothing to do with it, like, the way he worded it made it not true, whereas if he would have said I didn't spin the curses, it would have been, I think, truth. So I think that the wording is what got him there, which is really upsetting, because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember, but he was kind of involved with Violet, or was it Aurora?
I think it was Aurora.
It had to be Aurora.
I haven't made it to the end yet.
I know. I think it was Aurora, and that's why he gave her the heart. Which is so upsetting.
Because Aurora betrayed him, too.
Yes, you're right. It was Aurora. But, I know.
So, that was devastating, and he's kind of hurt, but then he's kind of also is like...
He just immediately puts on the shield of, like, fine. If you want me to be evil, I'm going to be evil.
And it was really sad when Agnes and Ava...
Oh, my gosh.
After all that work to save them, and then they just dead.
That curse was crazy. It makes so much sense because it's obviously Aurora, and she doesn't want people to get suspicious. But dying at the age of 25. And then I was thinking about it, and I don't know if they talk about this in Lightlark. How did they have heirs then?
I don't know.
How did that work? Because they sent her to the Centennial not having an heir, and she was just about to turn 25, and I don't think she would have had time to have a baby when Aurora just takes Ascension again.
I don't know. Well, maybe she was.
Plant that in your mind.
We'll add that to the list of questions. Yeah, on 101 I put, so Oro is pissed. He goes, one day you will want something more than anything in this world, and I will take it from you. You and your realm have taken everything I hold dear. And then he said, he is his father and I am better. It's just very interesting because he does kind of take
he does.
one thing that Grimm wants more than anything in the world.
You're 100% correct.
But almost unintentionally. I mean, I don't think it's
You're
intentional.
so true. Like, it's so true because my other thing is, like, he makes this statement. Does he taste truth in this one, or is that not how it works? Is it if you're, like, upfront lying about something that's current and you don't know?
I think that's what you, like, kind of how you said it's very black and white.
Okay.
So I think in the future it could be truth, could be a lie. I don't know.
Okay.
That's how I took it.
Yeah.
This was just a really intense ass chapter.
It was. It really was.
And then, yeah, it ends, and it says, I am king, my heart hardens, and it doesn't thaw for 500 years. And that's it on the backstory. And then we boom, get to the Centennial.
I know, I don't feel like I got enough for the backstory.
And I literally put 20 to 30 years old here. But we'll skip past that.
Oh.
Do you have anything more before we move on to the Centennial part?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, so Centennial, we
Yes.
get to see. So this is right where Lightlark begins.
Yes, yep.
And we get to see all the rulers show up.
Yes.
From Aro's point of view, and
first time we meet Isla in this book, so
it made me. He kind of talked about Nightshade shows up or whatever. And Aro wants him gone so his friends don't die as well.
Yes.
I just never put that together. Like obviously the Starling could die and his friends wouldn't. But
yeah, but she does.
I think there's more to that too. But anyway, so then we get to reunion.
Yes.
And then that's kind of where they're all showing up.
Yep.
And in the first book when Isla gives an obscene gesture.
Yes, I know, because again, this is kind of, I had started listening to Lightlark at this point, and I had just listened to this chapter when I started picking up my book to read again, and I am just, it was so fun getting both sides.
So fun. Because in the first book it says obscene gesture, and in this book they're like, Isla just gave him the middle finger. I thought that was so funny.
I did too. It was so good.
And then we get his point of view of being mesmerized by her singing, and the first time he says it's the first time he stopped to enjoy something for himself.
Yes.
And he feels selfish about it.
Yeah, and I also put on here, Aro was talking about when he saw the wildling, that all the previous wildlings have tried to seduce him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was their thing the entire time. So it was really curious to me that was like a running thing that the wildlings did when they came to these Centennials.
Like, why didn't they change it up?
Yeah, and that makes me go back to Tara and Poppy. Like, were they told that this is how we do it? This is how we train our wildlings to fall in love, to try and make the king fall in love with them? I don't know. I just thought that was super curious.
They're dumb.
They are. Why would you do the same plan every 25 years like he's not going to fucking remember?
My mind didn't go there, but you're so right. They're stupid. This is how we do it. Seduce. That's it. Come up with something better.
I feel like there's a lot better ways to go about this.
It's been a million years. 500, but.
This is how we do.
Anyways. So, yeah. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
The water scene when he saves her.
Yes.
And he said, the world has extinguished too many beautiful things. I didn't want you to be one of them.
I know. And again, I was just reading Lightlark, and she's all pissy because whoever saved her didn't wait around for her to wake up. And
yeah, well, he healed your ass because you fell off the thing. And
also, why are we standing on a balcony to sing?
She's dumb.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Isla is young and dumb. She is young and dumb in this book, but I love her.
Oh,
still.
I fucking love her. She's a badass.
Yeah.
But why don't we just go out onto the balcony? Why do we have to get up on the ledge?
Aro says, first Grimm had to save her from the cliff. Then she falls off the balcony.
Maybe she's destined to die.
He literally made a comment and was like...
It's so funny.
Yeah, and then Oro and Grimm have the Lark crown conversation.
Yes, yep. I also put, so then, obviously, this is the first night of the trials. They all have their fancy dinner together. Mm-hmm. And Aro thinking that wildlings like to eat hearts. Like, that their curse is just something that they've adapted to.
Yes.
They like to do it. Why wouldn't they? I just thought that was so curious. Because none of the other realms like their curses. Why would the wildlings like to have to kill people to eat their hearts? It was just a really curious thought process to me.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because there's no wildlings in close proximity to them anymore, so he doesn't have to deal with them on the regular to get an understanding. Yeah, but I just thought that was really interesting.
Because he kind of thought that giving her the heart to eat, he's like, I got a happy surprise.
Yeah, why isn't she absolutely pumped that I'm serving a warm heart on a plate for her?
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Maybe he just, I don't know. I guess I just was... Or was that him trying to do a power play? I don't really know.
I don't know. It was interesting to me.
Anyway. So how does Grimm know about Lark Crown?
I don't know. Because again, it's been a long time since you've read these books. I thought
So you don't remember
I thought
either?
when Lark Crown showed up that he was surprised. But maybe, oh, you know what? Is there a good reason for him to be surprised? He does tell Aro that his power is the only thing keeping Lark Crown underground. So he still has a good reason to be surprised, because the only way for her to be, like, come up is if he dies. And obviously he's alive. So, I don't know, maybe I would assume that it got passed down from generation to generation.
Right, yeah. It's just interesting. Aro knows that Isla let him win
Yes.
the duel.
Yep.
And that's when he's kind of starting to, like, love her features
Yeah.
and her eyes, and the yearning begins.
The yearning.
Okay, Crown.
I just thought it was funny because the Moonlings were getting rowdy. They were having a good time.
When?
Yeah, during this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was I?
I don't know, worrying about their ages.
That's too soon. I probably was.
All right, what do you have on this chapter?
I have Azul's demonstration, whatever.
Mhm.
He says, like, Aro saying, I feel thawed. I feel like my
Yeah.
heart is whatever thawing. And he gilds for the first time in so long.
I know, I thought that was so interesting.
In a very long time.
And Enya being so, like, you gilded.
Yeah. And everyone is always like, I love a tortured soul and da-da-da-da-da. And I feel like Aro is tortured soul in his own way, but still has a warmth to him.
I 100% agree.
So I really like that. I really do love Aro.
I think he's a very,
good.
like I said, I think I would be happy if she ended up with either, but I am going to be devastated for the other.
Same. I do think it's going to be Grimm, though.
I don't know.
That Aro's going to get killed off.
Can I cast my vote after we read the Grimm section?
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun.
Okay.
And then they have the Cleo talk about the Oracle,
Yes.
yada yada. Then we get to watching and waiting.
Yes.
So he's all suspicious that she's working with Grimm.
Yes.
And I thought it was very interesting that he's been watching her the whole time.
I agree. Because it wasn't a thought that even entered my mind when I was reading, the actual
it
series.
just goes by, like, she's so dumb. She's thinking she's so sneaky, and everyone's got eyes on her. I guarantee we read Grimm's side, and he's also watching her.
It's like that part.
She's like,
I know.
Going across the bridge.
It's like that. Okay, if you've read ACOTAR, when Farah first gets to Tamlin's, Tamlin has all of his people
and cloaked her.
Cloaked so she can't see them, and she's like
Yes.
sneaking around being like, I'm never gonna get caught. Meanwhile, the painter that's cloaked is like literally standing like this
Right
close to her, and
next
he's like,
to her.
what is she doing?
Yeah,
Like,
idiot. That's literally. I'm like, you're so dumb.
So
'Cause
dumb.
We're listening to Lightlark, and she's like, nobody will see me.
I'm sneaking out in the dark.
I just dyed my hair. Nobody will see me. And he's like, hey, there she is with blue hair. Where's she going? I'm going to follow her.
So true.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, and then I also, here we go, sad times again. When Aro goes, why would I deserve to see anything beautiful? When he's talking about her.
Oh, I don't remember that. Jeez.
He just, it makes me so sad because, again, we've repeatedly said this. He is such a good person. And the fact that he thinks he deserves nothing, insane.
It is. Was it when, I also thought it was interesting. So she gave up her secret to the barkeep, and then he gave up a bigger secret.
Yeah, and he got more information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think that's so funny, too. She's, again, thinking she's all sneaking around, and he's right behind her, just
Yes.
one step, whatever.
Yeah, and then this is kind of the first time that Aro runs into, was it Grimm? It was Grimm, I think, because they're having a conversation, and Aro's all suspicious, like, what are you doing? She obviously doesn't want to kind of be around you. And Grimm says, Don't worry, she'll come to her senses in time.
I know. It has such a deeper meaning.
It's so good. Like, they're literally married.
I cannot. I keep thinking about that too. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god.
They are quite literally married.
And I love how he's just so shamelessly flirting her up. And
Yes. It's like have you ever seen the trend where
He's
they're like,
just-
let's go to a bar and act like we don't know each other? They're doing this. They're doing that in real life.
But she's not in on it.
And she's not in on, which is actually really
sad.
upsetting.
Yeah. But it is funny though, because can you imagine being in that like point where she's kind of wearing scandalous things or whatever.
Yes.
And he just has seen it all. They've
Yeah.
been together.
And
he
he's like
has to-
all shy.
He
He's
can't
like,
keep his shit-eating
No,
grin off his face.
he
and
can't.
It's so funny.
Oh, it's so freaking good. Oh.
Anyway. Oh, so then they do like the test of fear, and then they do the desire test.
Yes, yeah.
Test of desire. I was always so curious about what the other rulers faced.
Yes.
Like when they went into the mirror and stuff, and they came out and they all looked kind of haunted.
I agree. I thought that was so cool getting to see the trial from. I can't wait.
Yes.
Okay, and this is going to win Grimm. I can't wait to find out what Grimm's secret is. I don't know if it's going to be that he's married to Isla or if it's going to be something else.
Oh, I guess I didn't even think. It has to be his biggest secret is her.
Okay.
He cares about her the most.
Well, I know, but like, what if it's something else? I don't know.
It's not gonna be it.
I would. You know
maybe
what I
it
would
will
have really
be.
liked to know? What Aurora's cup said.
It was that she's Aurora.
Do you think that's what it is, though? Like,
Well, how are you even questioning these? We already know their biggest secrets. I literally wrote. Oh my god, we'll get there. I wrote, wow. T scene makes so much sense. Grimm, obviously, I was married to him. Celeste, obviously Aurora blames Isla. But like, she's so manipulative.
no,
though.
I know. I guess I'm curious in the sense of like what the cups actually say. I understand.
I
like,
am Aurora. I am married.
But if he says I am married, it's not that
You know
clear.
what? We'll find out.
We
Maybe
will.
I could be eating my teeth later.
Eating your teeth?
What's a metaphor or whatever? for
Eating
that?
your words?
No, that's like, I don't think that's it.
Moving on.
Moving on. Oh, so Aro, back to the kind of last chapter.
Yes.
He tries to save Isla from the Cleo scene,
Yeah.
where she's dumbly running back and being super loud, and Cleo's on her tail, but then Grimm gets there first.
I know.
There's a lot of times in this point of view where Aro was right there too.
I know.
But we only heard about the Grimm part.
Yeah. I thought that was also so good.
I
So
don't know how I feel about
good.
that. I feel like
I think that Grimm knew that he was there because that's when Grimm says, so he saves Isla when Cleo is running behind, and then she goes, and that's when Grimm comes out, and Oro's like, pretty cozy, aren't we? And yeah, Grimm knows that Oro is there. Grimm's not dumb.
I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, I always thought that it's interesting. He's always like one step
I
behind.
know.
Anyway, so his biggest desire is love. I thought that was so interesting.
I did too, and it also makes me so sad because he's fighting against it so hard. And can you
He's
imagine?
trying to be like morally right.
And can you imagine, like, 500 years you've been fighting this off because you think that you can't be in love in order to be a good ruler, just for this dumb ass cold plunge to make you open your tablet and it says, guess what, bitches?
Yeah.
It's upsetting.
See, again, I'm so excited for Grimm's point of view to go through these games and know what his is. Well, I guess they're not games, they're trials, but whatever.
It feels like games. I would assume.
It feels like a game.
I would assume it's Isla.
That's his greatest desire?
Yeah.
I don't know. Now you're looking at me like I'm the dummy when you were the dummy with
Yeah,
the T
my
scene.
tea. God, I'll shut up.
Me too. I'll also shut up.
This is actually the end of the podcast, guys.
Yeah,
We're done. Okay, next one is truth. I keep wanting to say episode. Next chapter is truth. So my first one is how can I find someone to be so captivating and infuriating at the same time?
I said the same thing.
I thought it was so funny. He just can't. He is in turmoil over her.
Turmoil, and he's yearning in all caps and underlined, Sam.
That's upsetting.
He genuinely is annoyed as hell by her.
He's so done with her.
And
So
she
done.
is kind of like...
She's super annoying.
Can you imagine her? She's so not even just. She's just young though. I feel like that's it. That's maybe why.
She's young, guys. She's young.
I just feel like in comparison to being 500 and
no,
however,
I 100% agree with you.
Also, like, you're dumb. Get out of my face.
I know. So
but
she's
also you're
lying.
Hot, so I kind of want to get with you. That's what I'm vibing
with. With you. Take your picture. All right, my next note. So interesting to see the falling into the water scene from both sides.
What? Oh, what?
When they're like
falling into the water scene.
When they're going. Isn't this the point where they're going into the cave? Am I in the wrong chapter?
What cave?
No, because they were partners then. Yeah, what am I talking about?
I don't know. We're on pairing. So...
well, we can just skip that one. Don't know where that one came from because that was under the chapter of truth. Anyways, anywho's pairing.
Okay.
I think I was talking about the first scene when she's falling after singing. Because she yells at him at this point, does she not?
I don't know.
Okay, we're skipping
Or are you
that.
talking about the test of desire thing? Like where they have to jump into the water?
I don't think so. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on.
Pairing.
So, pairing, Enya's always been so protective of him. So we get more of that.
Yeah.
He gives her special clothes for plant hunting.
Yes.
Did we ever get that information in the first book?
I remember him dropping off clothes, but it didn't go into the detail about how he picked them and had them specially made for the tasks that they were completing.
The plant hunting.
The plant hunting.
Plant hunting. I thought that was really nice. And when he's really trying to keep himself accountable, he's like really trying to deny his feelings, whatever. I do not make a habit of lying.
Yeah.
He's just really trying hard.
I know.
But he's just really loving up on her.
I know. And I just thought it was so funny too because Enya's pissed about it when he picks her.
Yes.
And the quote, "What is it about women being mad at me today?"
Yeah.
I just thought that was so good.
He's funny.
He is.
Then they play Sunball, and I love the banter. They're all like, oh, Aro's so whiny.
I know. I literally put all of them voting yes before Aro can even finish his sentence to go play. It had me giggling.
So funny. And then
so good.
We get to the conversation, too, where Azul offers life and sacrifice, and I was always so suspicious of him in the first book.
I think they did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm. But it's interesting to see that he's always just really... He's, like, doing his duty for the good of the island.
Going back a little bit, when him and Isla are getting into it, and she gets up real close to him, and she goes, "You look even worse up close." And him, like, so hardcore, focusing on that, he goes, "She's lying. Does she think I'm attractive?" Yes. Like, it's just cracking me up.
Well, because it did
so,
say,
yes.
It was like, lie. It was bitter. I'd also be like, so you think, what is that?
So you think I'm skinny?
That's what it reminded me.
But I did mention the Azul thing. We would rather one realm die than all six. Mm-hmm. That's crazy to me that an entire group of people were like, yeah, let's just sacrifice everything here so the majority can live.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's tough.
I also put Aro falling asleep in the tub. His dreams just keep getting wilder and wilder.
Yeah. Very much so.
He's yearning, guys.
He's yearning! See? Exposure therapy worked, people. Okay, permission to move on.
Yeah.
Heartless. So Isla and Aro keep having these deep convos.
Yeah.
And they're bonding. They're more similar than we thought.
Yeah.
And he's just having to fight to not appreciate her
I
in
know.
every way, shape, or form. He's just taken aback by her.
When he mentions that she's collecting his truths, it's so interesting to me because I can't imagine what that feels like after not having a new person in your life for 500 years that you're willing to actually talk to and share things with. It's just crazy to me.
It is crazy.
And then this is when the barbs happen, right? Like she gets attacked by the tree. Am I wrong on that one?
Yes. No, you're right.
No, yeah. When he's like, I can tell that she's been left in pain places.
Yeah, he's so perceptive.
Yeah, and him being so pissed about it. And it just kind of goes back to Tara and Poppy. They suck.
Yeah, they really do.
Suck.
Yeah, I mean, they really set her up well for things, but also we're not good guardians.
At all.
Yeah, the tree scene. And he knows how to handle her so well.
I agree.
And the whole time, he's just calling her strong, stubborn, like, worrying for her. And we don't get any of that in the first book. Like,
I know.
She takes him kind of
for what he is, face value.
Yeah.
And he talks so many times in this book, like, why am I being so mean? Why am I being so blunt? I don't have to be this way. And that's what we were getting in the first book, is him being blunt and honestly being a dick.
Yeah. And I just think they make a really good team.
I agree.
Like, they make a really good couple.
Yeah.
And then when he offers his hand so she could bite down on her or whatever, and then he doesn't heal the marks.
I know. I wrote that. Not wanting to heal the bite marks. That feels like very strangely sexual.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. And then he says, she doesn't know all the lengths I'd go for her.
Yes.
To heal her.
And then when he was giving her the hand and he goes, I don't feel pain. No, the opposite. There's relief in offering her comfort.
He's just the best. Then we move on.
Oh, better aim.
When she's throwing blades. She's
mad.
She's Isla
pissed.
Mrs. Grimm, because Grimm shows up.
Yes.
And he said, oh, I wish she had better aim or something.
He literally said, I wrote it down, aim better next time, love.
Yeah.
And he's already calling her love. We're so deep in it for Aro. Yeah, I did put at the start of this, because I just thought that this was really sweet, when he was talking about their moms, Enya's mom and his mom. And Enya's mom didn't know her birthday, so he just picked the same day as his mom.
So cute. Yeah. And when Grimm and Isla disappeared, it drives him insane.
And he's just pacing around the castle.
And then the specter lady.
Yes.
That scene, I forgot how creepy that thing was. And we found out what happened when it went into her body.
Yes,
and
I know.
She basically, I don't even know, groped him.
I wrote down a page number for the first time ever, but that's for the next chapter. Are we moving on?
For the first time ever? I've been paging up a storm.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
We hear you over there scuffling. Are you ready to move on to the next chapter?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop yelling. Okay, we're on Haunted.
Yes. Okay.
Is it page 189?
Yes. Did you write 189 down too?
I did, but I'm going to let you go because this is a big moment for you.
Is a big moment. All right. Okay, so when obviously he's freaking out and the castle is basically crumbling because the island is dying.
Okay, yes.
And he's struggling to use his power because when the island feels pain, he feels pain.
Yes.
And the quote where he literally says, for them I will find my fire every time until I am all but extinguished.
Oh man, I didn't write that down, but yeah.
It just like really hit home for me about he's such a good king, and again, he
He's
loves his
yes.
friends, and he's willing to do anything for them when it comes to it, even if it means he's not gonna come back from it. I just thought that line was so moving.
It was. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote down that number, but I don't even know. He just, yeah. Anyway, he's hating being an ass about the library, and he does end up caving.
He
very
does
quickly.
immediately. He's got no backbone when it
No.
comes to Isla.
No.
None.
And he literally says, "She's making me lose my mind."
Yeah, I'm going absolutely bonkers, and Enya is pissed that he just let her into the library.
Well, he's lovesick.
He is. He's down bad.
Then we have the ball.
The ball, yes.
And when this is the second scene where he's searching for her out of worry, and then he finds Isla and Grim dancing.
I know.
And he just leaves. But he's always kind of been there for their big moments.
He has. But I think it just goes back to the testament of him caring so much about her that he's constantly looking for her. And obviously Grim is there in abundance too because, again, they're married. So, of course, Grim is seeking her out. So, it's not surprising to me that Aro is there, if that makes sense. It's surprising to me reading it because I never in a million years thought that he was there when I was reading the first books. But I just, yeah, it's insane.
I'm laughing because it's 198 that has the extinguished quote, and
Yeah.
I did write it down.
Well, yeah, because I did
said
the wrong
189
chapter.
because I had that written down. It's fine. We're just a little dyslexic.
I did it wrong.
No, you're right. I was gonna say he loves his brother and his mother and his friends and his island
Yeah.
so fiercely, and is just such a good leader.
Yeah, he really is.
And I feel like that ball scene was a really good indicator of that.
I agree.
So, anyways, we get to crowns and cages.
Yes.
I loved this on 202.
Mm-hmm.
He says she does not belong to anyone but herself.
I know.
Like, he is so he's like, why am I so possessive and protective
I
and all this
know.
stuff? But he just understands her so perfectly and understands her fire is what he calls it.
I 100% agree. My first note in here was I was waiting for, is it Remlar? Is that how you'd say that?
Yeah.
I was waiting for him because he's kind of a big player in the other books. Just kind of waiting for him to show up. Hearing this scene from Aro's perspective is so good. I love it.
What did you like about it the most?
Like you said, again, and I was like talking about this chapter kind of shined a light on where I felt like Grimm's flaws really showed. Aro is, again, I'm passionate about her, but nobody owns her but her. Yeah. The only person who makes decisions for her is her, unless she's asking somebody else for help. And Grimm took that away from her, and Aro was realizing that that is her biggest thing.
Yeah.
So this chapter was hard for me as a Grimm girly because I'm seeing his flaws and where Aro stands 10 feet above.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was eating these scenes up.
I agree.
Even though I knew what happened next. Like,
yeah.
They're in the cave.
I don't know. There's obviously at the end of this one, I know what happens, and I was still crying.
I know. I'm looking around going, what's going to happen now? And I was just, it's kind of, I always hate rereads, because I just get bored. Like, even re-listening to it, I have to skip past some stuff when I already know what's going to happen. But this is a really fun way to get a recap with a spin on it.
I know what you mean, yeah.
So that was nice. Yeah, and then the cave scene. Now knowing that he can sense the truth. We didn't know that.
Yes. I thought that because this chapter, he goes back and forth a lot. I said it's really interesting hearing Aro battle with himself about being rude and mean. And him wanting to not be these things, but he doesn't want to feel close to her any more than he already is. I mean, he's having dreams about her every single night, but...
Vivid ones.
Also, this is going back to your taste thing. Isla's truth tasting different.
Their special sweetness. I wrote that down
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Ah!
And I loved on 204, he said, I never thought you were weak, sweetness.
Yeah.
He literally, genuinely, he's so good.
He is.
And then he's talking about her green eyes, his favorite color, her flame, her fight, more yearning. And he's just truly seeing her for her. Like,
he is.
I really just love YA. At this point, that's what I'm really loving YA because I really feel like you just get another level of
love.
Yeah.
I totally know what you mean.
It's like a slow burn, but also like some of these in the next chapter, like, holy crap, that dream. Like, if you got an imagination, you don't need a sex scene drawn out for you.
You don't need penetration.
Well, not even that. Like, they barely hinted around at stuff, and if you have a good enough imagination, like, you don't freaking need it spelled out for you. There's no slick folds.
There's no glistening mounts.
There's no stumps of meat.
That was a demon who was obliterated.
Well, it could go both ways, maybe. I don't know.
Honestly,
either way,
you're not wrong.
So that's my take on that. Then we get to Ignite. Do you have anything before that?
I did write down, like, I just thought that it was so wholesome, him wanting to tell her all of his truths about his family and his friends and just
sharing with her.
Like, having a desire for her to know him better.
Yeah.
I thought that was, again, just so sweet.
Yeah, I know. It's just good.
As you were saying, Ignite, he has a sexy, sexy dream.
Yeah. Yeah. His words are kind of insane. On 218, he literally gets on his knees for her. Like,
in a dream. Yeah. That one was insane to me. Like, and him confessing all these feelings in his dream because he knows that this is the only, like, quote unquote safe place he can do it, and being like, I hate you for how I am loving you.
Yeah.
Really, and then also him being jealous of Fabric. That cracked me up. That was so good.
So good. And it's so funny because we're reading the first book first, and how is he showing up acting normal around her after
I know.
these dreams? I'd be red in the face. Don't look at me in the eye.
Okay, and also,
I thought things last night that were very bad.
My other thing is, okay, so obviously he has a major hard-on for her. In all of the books we've ever read, anytime it's getting sexy, they're like, I could see his length pressing against his leathers. You telling me he doesn't have a boner half the time that they're around each other?
I don't know. And this is where, yeah.
Okay, my last thing is,
probably does.
So in this chapter, Isla admits that she does not have powers to him. And he freaks the fuck out, and the last sentences in the chapter is, this obsession is all mine.
I wrote that down too.
Oh, finger licking good. I was like,
finger licking
good. It was so good. Because he's this whole time, he's like, she's using her wildling powers. He's using her wildling powers.
Yes.
And him finally realizing, like, I'm obsessed with her because I'm obsessed with her.
He has no way out.
There's no way out,
excuse.
Yeah. He has no excuse, nothing for him to be like, oh, well, it's her fault.
Yeah, and before it, I don't think we brought this up in one of the other chapters, when he says, stop using your powers on me or whatever. Yeah. It says, she laughs and laughs and laughs and laughs. I thought that was so funny, because it was so true. Like, now he's figuring it out.
Yeah, I just thought that was so, so good. This was probably one of my favorite chapters in his, when he realizes that she doesn't have any powers.
This next one is one of my least favorite chapters.
Yeah, this one was rough.
I remember reading, I forgot that this happened in this book.
I did too.
And reading it again, it brought me back to the first time reading it, and man, that was tough.
Devastating. Again, this book gave us trauma.
I did not see that coming at all.
I didn't either.
And even after seeing his point of view, I still am pissed about it. I'm still mad. He's just tormented by her look of betrayal.
I know.
Like, tormented. But I'm still like, yeah, that was
You
horrible.
deserve to be.
I'm mad.
She's been trained to keep this close to the chest her entire life, and you outed her not even 24 hours later.
And she's just like, I trusted you.
Yeah, and when she starts sobbing.
And then Grimm takes her away.
I
He's
know.
the saving grace. Even though he's a dirty, dirty dog on his own.
Even though they're both dirty.
I mean, Grimm's was definitely worse, but this was bad.
Grimm's was 100% worse.
So then, my most important garden. Do you have anything else to say before
No,
that?
I do not.
So drunk. She's drunk.
She is drunk.
And this goes again. Aro's getting back on my good side because she's like, finds out that they both led armies, whatever, and she's like, is that why you don't like him?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm not gonna, in his head, he's thinking, I'm not gonna poison her to him even if I want to.
Yes. Again, he just stand up.
He is. He could be so petty.
He could. So easily petty.
Say exactly what happened, why he's upset, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, okay, fine, I'm a little less mad now.
Yeah. And anyway, she's a drunkie,
walking
down the hallway, her flower petals everywhere.
I love that.
And then when Isla says his name, and he's like basically putty in her hand, and then he goes, I don't know how to court a woman. Just
the scene was so good. I ate this up.
I did too. It was so cute. And they have this running joke about their crowns, and it just
they flick each other's crowns. They're very wholesome.
They are.
I mean, his dreams aren't,
but they and then also they get back to her room, and she invites him in, and they get close up, and he looks in her eyes, and she has flecks of gold in her eyes.
I know.
It fucked me up. That was also a point where I'm like, could she end up with Oro? I don't know what it was about that. That made me feel...
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I feel like Oro's gonna die for her, and then she's gonna have this gold in her eyes that he's always with her.
Stop it. Oh, okay. And then, do you have any...
Yeah, I do have one more.
Okay, and I have something else too, so go ahead.
238.
I'm also on 238.
When he's talking about his mom, or to his mom.
Yes.
He says, I hope there are golden roses wherever you are. I whisper into the darkness. I hope you duel every day and drink tea every night. I hope there's always enough honey. And I hope you're happy.
Literally murder me. And then when he talks about how he's jealous.
Yeah, that they're all might be somewhere together, happy without him. He's jealous of dead people. Like his dead family. That's so sad.
That, I'm not gonna lie, that one got me. I cried.
I love him so much.
I know.
I needed these POV chapters
before
this
so bad.
2 books because...
Oh. This was probably one of the times I feel like I saw him the most vulnerable in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, this one crushed me.
Yeah.
I didn't have any notes for this one, the next one.
Flames?
Yeah.
I wrote, there's tension in the water. That's it. They have the water scene. There's tension. She's lying about how many people she's had sex with.
Yeah.
That's it. They move on.
Oro wants to take her on the floor.
Yeah.
That's it.
More urinate. Ashes.
Crazy.
Yeah, when Enya says, you have time, and she says, yes. I don't know. Constantly this is happening more and more.
Yes. And then, so they go to the Venderlands again.
Vinterlands.
And they had just gone there in the first book looking for the heart, and they got attacked. Mm-hmm. And then when they go back to ask more questions, the leader tells Oro that he wants Isla and basically murder her, skin her, do all these horrible things to her. My note is, holy shit, Oro killing that guy. He wraps his hand around this guy's neck and basically burns him from
incinerates him.
Yes.
I was like, okay, Aro, I freaking see you. You're sweet one minute, and the next you're killing off people in the name of Isla. Like, I'm here for it.
It was crazy.
I love it. I feel like
it was really good. I just like wasn't prepared for it. And it makes more sense for the end of the book.
Yeah.
When I was scared and I knew what happened.
I know. So then we go to Hope.
Yes.
I love when he asks her opinion and she's taken aback by that.
Yeah, like he would never do that.
Yeah. I just thought he's just so considerate, and then they do the crown flicking again.
Yes, of course.
And then we have the heart scene, and it's horrible. Like, horrible. And he declares that he loves her.
Yeah, and I literally wrote, begging the gods to spare her.
Oh, yeah. Let her live, and I will let her go. Like,
yeah. He's so selfless in his love for her.
I've never seen a book community, so divided on teams. On who they want. And I can really see both.
It's the new Edward Jacob.
It is. But when he was saying that, gosh, where was it? Let her live and I will let her go if that's what she wants. If that's what this world needs, I will let her go. And he's just so, like, even if this destroys me, I will, like, do it for her. I will let her go. Where I feel like Grimm is...
Grimm's a lot more selfish in his love.
He's like, I'm going to start a freaking war over her.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about both because I love both. You know what I mean? I love both aspects. Like, I love the respect that Aro has. But also, like, everyone wants a war started over them. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just hard to decide. Entering
this half of the book as a Grimm girly wrecked me.
Really?
Because,
I mean, I freaking love Grimm, too.
Like we talked about, though, he was there for everything. He was taking care of her before we knew he was taking care of her. He was in love with her before we knew he was in love with her. Mm-hmm. He has been pining from her essentially till she walked on the island. We didn't get all this perspective of love. Grimm has been openly flirting with her from the moment she stepped on the island.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. So you're 100% right.
Our love story with Grimm and her started immediately, where Aro, all of a sudden, you could kind of tell that they were getting closer, and it was kind of rubbing off. They were doing the questions in the whatever. She talked about how sexy he was when he takes his shirt off, and they go swimming. But this made me realize, like, not that I thought it was fake, but it's been going on a lot longer.
And it was a lot more intense than we thought. And I think that's why it's easy to be Team Grimm.
I agree. And it's a lot easier to be Team Grimm because they're married.
And on top of that, I forgot what I was going to say.
On top of that,
there's more. We don't know what it is, but...
There's extras.
No, what was I going to say? It was important. I don't know. It was something.
Anyway, the next chapter is love. Aro literally leaves the cave earlier than he should, essentially burning himself to get to her.
Whole time.
Can you imagine having to sit there and wait? So he leaves the cave, burning himself, bursts into her room, and she's just standing there, alive, thank God.
Yeah.
And then also, like, him waiting, like, letting her figure herself out for weeks, leaving notes.
That's what I put.
And love.
Yeah.
And just, like, flowers for her.
Yeah, and he said, like, I just feel like his love is, again, so respectful. He gives her time. He said, I've waited hundreds of years. I can wait 100 more.
Yes.
Like, she got so destroyed, and he just really cares about her well-being in every way, shape, or form, even if it's killing him. And, yeah, and when he says on 263, when she finds out Grimm betrayed her, and he says he underestimated her.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
he did.
shitty because Grimm's married to her. He should fucking know her full potential. Like,
I know what.
and it's frustrating that Aro could see that. Like, he's had so much undying faith in her from the very beginning. Not that Grimm, well...
And I feel like Grimm and Isla started off so different. Like, when he met
Yeah.
Isla, she was scared, alone. She's
Yeah.
using her star stick to travel around. She hasn't experienced essentially anything. So, they met in a lot different of circumstances, which makes, obviously, the way you fall in love different.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. But
Yeah.
also, Grimm had gone on all of these things with her, all
Well,
of these
that's-
adventures, and
yeah.
seen her do all of these amazing things. So
yeah,
to
I
think
just
that
mean, like,
she's...
at her core, like...
And it's just, that was just something that I think never sat well with me, is the fact that Grimm let Aurora trick him.
Like, you think that was just, like...
It didn't make sense to me.
Is
You
he
love this
smarter
person
than that?
so wholeheartedly. Why are you listening to Aurora's plan?
Yeah, why? You dummy.
Dumb bitch.
You dummy. What was he thinking?
Yeah, and I think I think that I was still Team Grimm because it made more sense and I just loved his character more. But after reading this and learning more about Aro, if she picked him, I would get it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
We needed this.
We really did.
Because, like you said, yeah, we saw it was easy to be a Grimm. Like, that was the chosen, like...
He
I feel like
swooped
that's-
in and he's feeding her chocolates and telling her how
Yes.
pretty she looks in her dresses and dancing with her and saving her in these, like, vital moments.
Like, he
and...
seems like he should be the love interest.
Yes.
Like, because we never saw this, but... I cannot wait to read Grimm's side, though, because I do love, like, the chocolate scene. and all that.
Watch me next week. So guess what? Back on Team Grimm.
Well, that's the whole freaking point. Stupid. I actually hate love triangles because of this, but this one is so intense. Like,
Yeah.
it needs to get wrapped up.
It's really well done.
Because this is just getting, like, upsetting.
And at the end of this book, essentially, it's when he sees Isla and he doesn't want to talk about love because he doesn't know. He's like, I don't know if this was in a moment thing for her. And he feels the bridge wide open. And then it leads into Nightshade, essentially, and them having their love story together and prepping for Grimm to come and basically set the world on fire to get her back.
Yep. Yeah. And he said, find your fire. I found her.
Yeah.
So that comes back around.
Honestly, chef's kiss. This felt so good. Our last read, we really liked I really liked Brimstone. I'm not going to speak for you, but having something that felt like wholeheartedly good and made sense to me was really good and really exciting to read for me.
We needed this.
Yeah.
A little bit. I
was kind of getting in the slump there for a little while, and this
Yeah.
reignited me, like, wanting to read 100 pages in a night.
I feel like after this I have a really good grip on Lightlark, Nightbane. Feeling a little fuzzy on Skyshade.
I know, and of course it's not on Spotify, so I can't listen to it.
If I remember right, I feel like it was a lot of, again, back and forth with the love triangle. I remember that getting old, and I remember there being a lot happening.
Yeah, because that's when Lark Crown comes back in, and she's got the undead army.
And then at the end of that, Grimm's dad is the one who, or what does she go into the portal for?
I think that's where she goes into the portal because that's the only way that they can stop Lark Crown. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to.
But I thought that Grimm's dad was alive still.
Grimm's dad's coffin was the portal, I believe.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that.
I thought we heard like a voice or something. I don't know. I need to just brush up on.
We're going to have to find a Sparks notes.
No, dead ass. Well, and I remember it enough, I think, but there was a lot.
There was a lot going on in that book.
And I remember the ending and whatever, but I feel like Aro wasn't really that much.
No, that was a larger Grimm book again.
Yeah. So I do feel like he's going to be endgame. Very excited to read the second part of this.
I'm so excited.
Love this book. It's so cool.
It's so pretty and it's so fun.
I just want to look at it. And I asked Colton who he thinks based on the looks of these.
Yes, who would get picked?
He said Aro looks like a douchebag. And he doesn't like Grimm either. He says neither.
Colton said, pick me.
I think he's a shadow guy. I don't know.
Colton?
Yeah, I guess. Well, he said this guy looks like he says Aro looks like a douchebag. And
What
then he's
did he
like,
like
I don't
about-
like him either. I'm like, okay, well.
It wasn't a choose neither. It was one or the other. Thank you.
One or the other.
All right, so next we're going to read the whole Grimm side. So for our next episode, that's kind of what we'll be running through.
Yep.
All right, should we play our game?
Yeah, let's play our
Okay,
game.
I think
forgot
I
about our
picked
game.
last week.
Yep.
So
So I'm up.
do her up.
This is so stressful. Okay, this one I wrote. So you have to choose between Kindle, book, or audio. Like audible.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think I'm a physical copy.
Okay.
I love an actual book. I do all three, but there's something about holding an actual book, being able to flip back if there's a map. And I don't know about you, when the heart scene happened, I went and I looked at the artwork, and it just, I love having a real book.
I love having a physical book too, and it doesn't feel like you're just staring at a screen. I like I don't know, I have the hardest time with audiobooks.
Okay.
I don't like audiobooks unless I've already read it,
Interesting.
because I do not, I miss stuff otherwise.
Okay.
Or like Brimstone, if
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time getting through, or I just don't have the time in that
Yeah.
week, or I'm feeling a little slumpy,
Mhm.
and then I'll put it on. Sometimes that'll reignite it, but I really do not like audiobooks. I feel like I really want to hear and see in my own head,
Yeah.
and I also have mad ADHD, so then I'm like, I get distracted, and then I miss a whole section.
Yeah.
So I have to have it in front of me, and I like reading it. I do like the Kindle, just convenience-wise and kid-wise. I've had
So nice for the
kids
kids.
rip pages
Yep.
and all that jazz.
Yep. No, the Kindle is very convenient too for like travel.
Yeah, and I like how you can just sort of toggle between stuff. But I think I'm with you. I think the real books are the way to go.
It's so fun.
So
All
That's
right.
all.
Yeah, that wraps up our Oro chapter. Like I said, the next one is going to be Grimm.
yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us.
Yes.
So you can follow along with us, and yeah, thanks for joining in
Yeah.
and listening.
Glad you
Everyone
guys
have a
are
great
here.
week. I can't wait to come back and talk about Grimm.
Yeah. Hee hee.